You know what? I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm not good at intros. You just need to watch the Oblivion series if you wanna see how bad I am at intros. But I'm just going to go with, because it's already pretty late for me as of recording. And I'm gonna ramble. Dragon, don't ramble. Anyway, we're here with a little special episode where I'm going to play as a daemora pirate. So you might be wondering, a daemora pirate? What are you talking about? Well, we have this wonderful fellow here, Grand Admiral Vilik of the Heartless Horde, who is stationed over in this part of the world, right between old Yakuta and Tamriel, as we know. And I believe this chain of islands here is called the Islands of Thrace, where the Slowed, a race of slug people, are in Tamriel. That's some deep lore right there. But we are a daemora lord who's also a pirate of the cult of Molag Bal. I don't know how that works, but here we are. And there's not much content for daemora and vampires right now. Otherwise, I would be playing Lord Harkin in Skyrim, which if we go up here, here's the man himself, this beautiful, beautiful vampire that we inevitably kill. And his wife, and his daughter. I've seen what some of you have done on the Elder Kings 2 Reddit. While you have my respect, y'all are massive simps. You have my respect though. But what is my plan for this short little adventure back into Tamriel for Elder Kings 2 before the Mod Gibbs update? Well, if we go to decisions over here, since we are in a chain of islands called the Abyssinian, I probably mispronounced that, we have a little special decision where if we control all these islands and this peninsula over in Hammerfell, we can unite them all under one kingdom and gain a pretty good house modifier for 80 years. I mean, plus 5 prestige, plus 10 naval speed, plus 5 coastal advantage, and plus 15% growth. That's the main good things are the naval speed and the growth. The advantage and prestige, while nice, are a little bit more situational, and you can get a lot of prestige modifiers very easily. The coastal advantage is pretty nice. But we also gain another thing, where we unlock a special casus belli, allowing you to conquer any county along the shores of the Abyssinian Sea for the duration of the house modifier while you control the Kingdom of the Isles. So for 80 years, as long as we don't lose the title of the Kingdom of the Isles, we can conquer anything in the Abyssinian Sea, which is a pretty big area, not going to lie. I imagine that includes all the coastline of Hammerfell. So I imagine it includes this county, this county, this county, this county, this county, this county, this, 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 and this, which is a pretty large amount of land, not going to lie, and probably some of Alnor down here who's pretty beefy. They're really the main problem of this star if you want to try yourself. She's very easy to take on, and yes, for those that have played Vanilla CK3, that is Matilda Tuscany. But I've been rambling on. for a few minutes now, so let's just get right into it. So we start with not too great of a start, but I have a plan. And if I was going here, picking all this up, then ooh, I actually start off pretty good. Remember, if you've watched the last video, I mentioned how a rating is broken. We're going to be abusing it. And pretty easily, too. And a funny thing about daemora, we are immortal, so unless someone tries to kill us or we die in battle, we'll be Grand Admiral Vilka for the duration of this campaign. But as you notice up here, we don't have a successor in case, well, we can just spawn one. We daemora do not perceive the world as mortals do. We are not born as mortals are. We lack fathers or mothers. What we have are our kin and our clans. If I was to summon one of my kin to this realm, I would be able to strengthen our clan and sharpen our purpose here. You will summon an heir of your dynasty from the depths of oblivion. And now we have a lovely daughter who's pretty good at martial. Yeah, I did a little test run just a couple minutes before recording, and I can definitely confirm this is completely random. Because the daughter I had last time was good at intrigue, so I will gladly take martial. Though you won't be bad, but yeah. We'll be filling up the council with more daemora very, very shortly. And I'm just going to put up speed 4, and we're gonna go raiding. Oh, actually, no, scratch that. We're not gonna go raiding yet. We're gonna fight this person. So, what's the goal for this little video? Well, if I want to see how long it takes me to form the kingdom of Sisteris. Sisteris. I want to see how long it takes me to form it, and to kind of expedite the process, we're going to be staying at speed 4 and speed 5 the whole video. So, I'm going to be playing fast. I'm not going to be doing much talking unless events happen. So, probably be doing a lot of editing either. Hey, I see that. Dang it. That's what I get for playing on very fast speed. That's what I get for playing on very fast speed. I don't see... Gotta be extra vigilant, so... Now you're probably wondering, where are we going to go raid? Well, we have the broken continent of Yakuta. Enough said. In CK3, if you play as a Norseman, you have Ireland as your piggy bank. We have Yakuta as our piggy bank. And this is how we're going to get just beefing up our armies pretty quickly. And if you play as this guy, I do highly recommend doing this strat. And just after a few raiding, after you get a few man-at-arms set up to your limits, you pretty much become the dominant power over Yakuta without actually holding any land in Yakuta. So, this is just could be a very chill game. And I forgot to read a few events. My bad. I have to refight this little battle. And we won. Not bad. But yeah, if you do this strat. Yeah. Wounded. My injured daughter. My daughter heir, Nakara, has been wounded and her flesh has contracted foulness and swelling. If the right kind of treatment is administered and Molag Bal is merciful, she should make it. Send for a physician now. Ray don't want to pay money. Court physician. Finally, my servants have found some people who might be fit to serve as my court physician. Either way, I fear I can't afford to be picky now. So we have Sebinetta, who... Why did people bring you as a court physician to me? You are Yakuden. You're good at intrigue. I would honestly choose you just to put you on the council. You both suck. For what I need you. So I'm just going to choose a random person for the job. Because you both absolutely suck. Let's see. Yeah, swap you two. And I'll sign you for now. Wait. What religion makes skill tech? What are you? Sakala. Satakal. Satakal, a Yakuden faith. The old Yakuns traditionally worship Satakal, the world skin, the first serpent who ate itself and shed its skin continually. In contrast to the Ruputa-centered religion of Hammerfell, the Yakuden still holds Sakatal as chief of their pantheon due to its circular nature as the snake who came before. Is that supposed to be the Yakuden version of Alduin? Eating the world to end one Kopa while simultaneously making way for the next. Even the design for the faith image, I'm immediately thinking of Alduin. And since it didn't mention Rakputa, if we go to other faiths, we have this one. Oputug. Again, I'm probably butchering every single one of these names. A natural evolution of the Yakun's Sakatal-centered faith. Redguard religion practiced in Hammerfell has a chieftain of the pantheon, Raputug, or Tall Papa, the first to survive Setakal's destruction. Other gods include Zith, Tall Papa's wife, Mora, Tava, Hunding, Liki, Unsi, Dagna, and I'm not even going to try and pronounce that. He was thought to be some sort of god of apathy before the creation of the world, when he became a caretaker and protector of souls. The Yakuden creation myth involved Seb, a crazy merchant god, who convinced the others to create the mortal world to make it easier for more spirits to survive Sakata's inevitable onslaught. Except it didn't make it easier, rather the mortal plane acts as a trap and makes apotheosis even harder. In this way, the Redguard view of creation has more in common with the Elven tradition than that of other humans who view the mortal plane as a blessing. A crazy merchant god. Well, sure does wear many hats. The challenge. I'm sparring with one of my soldiers, sweat beading on my forehead when I experience the uncanny sensation of being watched. Looking over my soldier, I spot my daughter in air, Nakara, who waves at me. I walk over to greet her. We talk about our weapon practice for a while, trading tricks and advice. Just I'm about to leave for another round. The car's face lights up and she suggests we practice together. I accept this challenge. And this is a prowess challenge, so 17% chance I gain 100 martial lifestyle and practice duel. 5 years, not bad. 82%. No, I'll take that. Win or lose. Yeah, I gain martial lifestyle. That's great. A staff at my throat. The sounds of sword clashing against staff echoes between the courtyard walls. All eyes are on us. Everyone wants to see their grand admiral fighting his daughter and heir. Supposed daughter. I must be tired from my previous practice because I move sluggishly, unable to keep up with my opponent. When I lunge, she is already gone. My parries come at the very last moment. Is it not long before I find myself on the ground before her? I yield. Well fought. But she gains 20 opinion me, or only cowards surrender. So 2% chance. Risk it. Public ridicule. I make a desperate last attack, but the car is quick. She parries instinctively, but as my attack was unexpected, she's not in full control of her weapon. Paralyzing pain sears through my arm. Why did I do that? Well fought, daughter. Well fought. Oh, give me the money. A demonstration of leadership. My daughter Erin Nakara has been hovering around my council meeting lately. Knowing her interest in matters of leadership, I can't help but feel that the woman is waiting for me to impress her. I could probably engage in her conversation. On the other hand, it might be better for her to simply see me interacting with my men. There's something to be said, or at least pretending to know every soldier's face. Let's discuss methods of communication. Or, we should greet some recruits. Which, levy reinforcement rate is better. Little starter. That's all. That's alright. So, something I neglected to mention in the last week's, last Elder Kings video. As I could be wrong about this, but as far as I know, this depiction of Yakuza that's in Elder Kings 2 is fan-made. In fact, if they ever add, say, Akavir, or Daemora, or Aldemaris, or another island kingdom that's down to the south of Eleanor and Vanwood, it's all fan-made. There's no accurate depiction of the continents outside of Tamriel. We have no idea what they actually look like, except maybe Yakuza through endgame lore books. But again, we don't have accurate depictions of Akavir, of Daemora, or Aldemaris. So everything you see in the Elder Kings 2, when they add new continents, don't take it for the gospel. It's not the actual, how they would actually look. Until Bethesda or someone with close ties to Bethesda releases an actual... Alright. He actually won. Speaking of Akavir, he actually won. A Torvus triumph. Ceradel's in shock. The warlord of Torvus, a zealot bent on destroying the Akavir potentate, seized the imperial city and with it the crown of Cyrodiil. While it was said that the Elder Council should soon get in power and become the ruling body of the Imperial Owl, along with most of the province, the young warlord was still stay in control for a few years to deal with the aftermath of the war. The warlord's hatred for the Akavir is known by everyone. Some whisper that Torbus might use this time to further his own ambition. So, unlike last video where Cyrodiil crumbled the moment the war ended, it's actually in a pretty stable condition for the time being. Now, how long will this last? I have no idea, but not bad. Good job with Torbus. Good job indeed. And you're a follower of Akatosh, dude. Are you trying to be Dragonborn or something? I mean, who can blame you for sitting on the giant throne? Did I ransom anyone? I didn't get anyone. Hey, good old fire and blood. Give me that money. Alright, everyone, return home. So I could fight her now. I feel like I need some more troops. Alright. 14,000 to... Alright, I just need to bleed what's left of Yaku just a little bit more. Let's head down south. Do I have anyone that I can ransom? Nope. Okay. The interregnum, it's happening already? Wait. Wait, what? For centuries, Cyrodiil and most of Tamriel was ruled by the Raymond dynasty and then the Potentates. Over the last few decades, the authority of the imperial province over the other regions of Tamriel diminished until the Potentates could only control dominion over parts of Cyrodiil. As the Potentate finally crumbled and fell, a power vacuum in Cyrodiil appeared, quickly filled by the Elder Council who assumed control over the imperial city and surrounding area. This new power, claiming legitimacy through the powers given to its council by the Elysian and Raymond lines, took the name of the Imperial Commune. Interesting. Go on. All of the world's central authorities crumble and the people look to their nearby lord for protection. The interregnum has officially started. I don't know if we saw this in the last video, but I missed the part where that's my problem. Because we are Daemora, we really don't care. In fact, the interregnum's good for us because in about 129 years, Molag Bal will officially begin the playing mill with Manamarco. So, I missed the part where that's my problem. Viscount Atorbus of Bethel, a new government led by the Elder Council to control the Imperial Isle. As you have been unable to enforce your rule over the Heartlands, they will only be able to protect their rule over the Imperial Isle and the rulers of the Heartlands who accept their claim. They will be known as the Lord Protector of the Imperial Isle. The rest of Cyrodiil will be free to pursue its own goal as independent realms, free from tyrants and foreign potentates. Every culture within Cyrodiilic group loses access to the Lingua Tamriel's innovation. The interregnum has begun. It will last until someone worthy sits on the ruby throne and unites Tamriel. Whoever holds the Empire Cyrodiil gains access to form the Empire of Tamriel decision. And the partition of Skyrim. All the same. Okay. In my test game, he died early. And another in the test game before last EK2 video, he died early. My guy, what is with you and dying early? And of course, Petition of Skyrim and Civil War. But I'm more interested in what happened in Cyrodiil. So we have... Oh. You got booted out and then your son took over. Who holds pretty much all the Heartlands, all of Cheydinhal, and all of Coral. Unless something royally happens, like multiple deaths in the family, they should go on to form Cyrodiil. Like, that's actually really good. All they have to do is fight Lord Protector, kiss the just a few times, and then bam, they own the Imperial City yet again. That's probably the cleanest borders I've ever seen in Cyrodiil. What are you doing? Go home. The Terror from Pancor. For years I've swept out on devastating raids, bringing the full fury of Molag Bal to a trembling world. For surely, if he disapproved, he would have struck me down by now. Instead, my household sleeps surrounded by the stolen fineries of foreign rulers. Exotic slaves warm my bed. Truly, noble and peasant alike quail at my approach, and parents silence crying children with a threat that I'll visit. Let them weep in my name. I gained the trait Raider. Sweet. Very well. Back home. Alright. This is gonna be risky, but... yes! Hire literally everyone that I can get. And immediately go to the capital. This is... I'm taking a very big risk. Better army commander, more soldiers, but they have opponents recently disembarked. Owners 3 years in debt. Defensive building, and more man-arm counters. But you know what we have? Guts. And a lot of determination. And there we go. And we effectively won the war. Sweet. An unworthy challenge. At first, I thought the simple footman a fool for stepping onto the training field. Although Ismimi seemed no threat at first, it quickly became clear that she would be unable to stop her wild and vicious strikes from hurting me. Disarming her suddenly became a matter of life and death. I tried not to show my relief when her sword finally hit the ground. I could use more people like you. In fact, you will become my wife. Oh, you got the rot. And you're one-eyed, and you're wounded. Ooh. Yeah, I feel bad for you. But at the same time, I'm gonna win this war. Yep. Game. You know what? I'm going to keep you in the dungeon. And now... I win. And I'm going to move my capital over to here. Get you to start converting faith. Let a day tick by. Get you doing that. And I'm going to hand out some territory. That'll do. I want you to try something. Oh. So now I can, I pretty much achieved the goal. All I have to do is form the kingdom. So I would need 750 gold. I did not expect to win that war very easily, so I achieved the goal, so I'm going to call it there. It only took 20 years, which the reason the last video went on for so long, we were on speed 3, we were on speed 5. This is going to be a very heavy edited video. Right now the recording's at an hour, so yeah, we achieved the goal. We control all the sisters, and if I feel like it, I might do a part 2 of this where we try to take the decision of forming the kingdom of the Obsidian Isles. But with all that said, I've been Type 1 Dragon. You have all been awesome. Stay safe out there. I honestly didn't expect that to work. Holy crap.